The story of sacrificing the goat. Once upon a time, a wise disciple and his mentor were traveling together. During one of their travels, they got lost in a desert and night fell before they could find their way back. Suddenly, they saw a light in the distance and hurried towards it, only to find a woman living in a humble tent with her children. They stayed as guests with her that night, and she offered them the only goat milk she had to help alleviate their hunger. The next day, the disciple and the mentor thanked the woman and continued on their way. On the way, the disciple was constantly thinking about the woman and how she managed to live with just one goat. He wished they could have helped her, until he finally told his mentor about the situation. After some contemplation, the wise mentor responded, "If you truly want to help them, go back and kill their goat." The disciple was initially very surprised, but because he trusted his mentor, he said nothing and went back to the woman's tent. He killed the goat in the darkness of the night and then left the place. Years passed, and the disciple always wondered what had become of the woman and her children. One day, the disciple and the mentor entered a beautiful city that was considered the gem of the region in terms of commerce. They sought out the prominent merchant of the city, and the people guided them to a palace within the city. The owner of the palace was a woman dressed in very luxurious clothes, with numerous servants and attendants. As was her custom, she warmly welcomed and entertained the travelers, instructing them to be given new clothes and providing them with comfort and rest. After resting, they went to the woman to inquire about the secrets of her success. The woman, finding them to be wise disciples, accepted them and explained her situation as follows. "Many years ago, I lost my husband, and I was living with my children and the only goat we had. One morning, we found that the goat had died, and we had nothing else. At first, we were very saddened, but after a while, we were forced to each find a job to make a living with my children. At first, it was very difficult, but gradually each of my children achieved success in their work. My eldest child found a fertile piece of land nearby for agriculture. My other child discovered a mine of precious metals, and the third one started trading with the surrounding tribes. After a while, we built a city with that wealth, and now we live together."
Each of us has a goat that limits our growth, and we must sacrifice it to achieve success and a better position.
At the end, please like the video and subscribe the YouTube channel.